focusing on primary health care as the basis.
Minister of Health says President Bola Tinubu invests heavily in the revitalization of Nigeria's primary health care system. And combating natural disasters, Civil Defense highlights safety roles, commemorates 2025 International Civil Defense Organization Day.
If you look at the distribution chart, it's fairly distributed across the 11 local governments.
A Gombe state government distributes Ramadan palliative food items, targets less privileged. Hello and welcome to the news at 11 on NTA News 24. We're reaching you live from Abuja. I am Comfort Fashim. The federal government has flagged off the 80 billion naira reconstruction and upgrade of Alau Dam project in Borno State with a commitment to ensuring timely completion. Minister of Water Resources and Sanitation, Professor Joseph Telumun Utsev, performed the inauguration at a ceremony attended by Borno State Governor Babagana Umara Zulum and Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, Abubakar Kyari, among others. Muhammad Goni reports.
Alau Dam, which was constructed in 1986 to provide water for domestic and industrial needs as well as agricultural purposes, collapsed in September 2024, resulting to loss of lives and property within Maiduguri and Jere local government areas. As part of proactive response, the federal government set up a technical assessment team to assess the integrity of all dams across the country, which recommended the immediate reconstruction of Alau Dam, hence the approval of the 80 billion naira.
With the reconstruction of this dam, our aim is not only for the supply of domestic water, flood control, they also encompass the irrigation component. And that is the reason for which we are here today.
This project signifies not just the repair of the physical structure, but the revitalization of hope and prosperity for our people. The Alau Dam has suffered from lack of regular maintenance for time, exacerbated by the security challenges we have faced.
Suggest to my brother to also think of irrigation for agriculture, because I think there's another expanse of land across the road that something can be done through engineering.
Chairman Senate Committee on Water Resources and Sanitation and his counterpart at the House of Representatives assured the state authorities of sustained legislative oversight to ensure that the project is executed to specifications. Representative of the contracting firm assured of adherence to specifications and timely completion of the project. In Maiduguri, Muhammad Goni, NTA News.
President of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, has emphasized that stakeholders in Akwa Ibom should embrace unity to enable the state consolidate on development achievements for the benefit of citizens. Akpabio, while hosting Governor Umo Eno, past governors, federal and state lawmakers, traditional rulers, and APC stalwarts, among others, said for the state to sustain the growth trajectory, it is important to give positive support to those in leadership positions. He reassured the gathering of his commitment to progress in Akwa Ibom and Nigeria.
The President of Nigeria has done another thing. Outside Wudil in Kano, the next major institution that will train the level of officers for the Nigerian police, cadet officers in the Nigerian police, is going to be cited in Ikperekpere. And I want you, Your Excellency, to kindly allow us to give them the former federal government college grounds for them to commence by September this year.
Governor Umar Eno commended the President of the Senate and pledged to work in the interest of all.
As the number 3 citizen, you have shown capacity. People wonder how we have come this far. It has only been God. And above all, I think, more than anything else, it's been with a sincere heart. I prayed and asked God that He will help me to ensure that we all stay in peace. And I've made up my mind from the beginning that I'll be neutral in everything.
A Speaker of the House of Representatives, Tajuddin Abbas, urges Nigerian Muslims to pray for the country and its leaders as the Ramadan fasting commences. Speaker Abbas says Nigeria's unity is paramount, which is why adherents of all religions must continue to offer sincere prayers for the country. While noting that Nigeria needs divine intervention, the Speaker specifically calls for prayers and support for President Bola Tinubu, urging Nigerians to continue to believe in the renewed hope agenda of the administration. The Federal Executive Council, FEC, felicitates with the Muslim faithful on the sighting of the moon, which signaled the commencement of fasting in the holy month of Ramadan. A statement by Secretary to the Government of the Federation, George Akume, FEC urges them to use the period to reflect on the purpose and lessons of Ramadan, which include piety, steadfastness, love, charity, and sacrifice in adherence to the teachings of the Quran and the Prophet Muhammad for spiritual rejuvenation and renewed national growth and development. FEC enjoins Nigerians to economic growth, job creation, access to capital, security, and youth empowerment. FEC also wishes the Muslim faithful Ramadan Mubarak. And conversations on Muslim unity and forging ahead of the challenges of multi-ethnic nationalism in Nigeria took center stage at the 18th edition of the NTA Abeokuta Ramadan Lecture. Hakim Jimo has the details.
Islamic faithful from far and near converged on the Ogbe premises of NTA Abeokuta to draw from the pool of knowledge of the erudite Islamic scholar. The guest lecturer, a university don from the Department of Foreign Languages, Lagos State University, Professor Saheed Oshotimehin, identified religious and multi-ethnic differences as some of the challenges facing the country and therefore suggest the way forward.
We have not, in reality, woken up to the idea of getting to know ourselves and living together, because we have different nationalities with different orientations, different attitude to life, different idiosyncrasies. So the way forward is inter-ethnic and inter-ideological dialogue. It's not, breaking up Nigeria that is the solution.
The Nigerian Television Authority, NTA, is keen about promoting national unity among the people through its various quality news and program contents.
NTA is committed to promoting Islamic values, education, and community development. We believe that the month of Ramadan presents a unique opportunity for us to come together, learn from each other, and grow spiritually.
When Muslims are not united, then you will have some going to kind of fanaticism. We have to be peaceful in our conduct. We have to also live harmoniously among people, the adherents of other religions.
We should pursue Nigerian unity, if possible African unity, over and above, and in the interest of the black race generally should supersede all other dichotomies.
Not intimidate anybody, should not antagonize anybody, and that's how to move forward.
The theme of the 18th NTA Abeokuta Annual Ramadan Lecture is Muslim unity and the challenge of multi-ethnic nationalism in Nigeria. In Abeokuta, Akim Jimo, NTA News.
A first-time participants of the just concluded 2025 Nigeria International Energy Summit say the summit offered them a wealth of insight into Nigeria's burgeoning energy sector. Lydia Sampson has the details.
With exhibitions across the entire energy spectrum, it's only natural for participants to also have diverse experiences. For me, it was about seeking out the first-timers.
I got to see innovative ways that they are coming up with things that can help in the energy industry, because I'm particularly interested in the energy industry, and sustainable ways that can help Nigeria grow, also the environment.
I now know how to upskill, because there was a session covering skill gaps that are needed in the oil and gas industry. So it's been very enlightening and eye-opening, and I'm grateful to NIES for thinking of holding this summit.
If you have the passion, I will encourage you to come into the space and just walk away from there.
I felt this year they even brought it closer to the marine sector, which is my field. So I'm happy and excited to interact with those like minds.
Their intriguing accounts spurred me to continue seeking more.
This is the Nigeria International Energy Summit, and as a reporter, I go around the exhibition stands, and I was genuinely intrigued to see a water-focused agency also being part of the exhibition and the pavilion.
We'll be producing a lot of water when we are producing oil and gas. So they come hand in hand. And that water needs to be managed properly, sustainably, in a cost-effective way. Now the whole world, because of the population increase and then the need for water, because water is needed for every energy sector. So that's why we call water energy nexus. Because that water, if we can treat properly and manage sustainably, can actually help in irrigation, can actually help in agriculture, can actually help to generate new energies such as hydrogen, right? And things like that. So I think it's very important for us to look in water holistically as well.
Now we understand why a global non-governmental water organization should be involved in the gathering of oil and gas companies responsible for oil production and energy development. In Abuja, Lydia Sampson, NTA News.
You're watching the evening news on NTA 24. Let's take some time for commercials. Stay with us.
شهر رمضان الذي أنزل فيه القرآن.
Nigeria Television Authority, NTA, Federal Radio Corporation of Nigeria, FRCN, and Voice of Nigeria, VON, cordially invite the general public to its 19th annual Ramadan lecture. Topic: Faith, Politics and Power, the involvement of ulama in politics and its implications. Guest lecturer, Sheikh Maruf Onike Abdulaziz, Chief Missioner, NASFAT Worldwide. Chairman of the occasion, Idi Mukhtar Meha, Minister of Livestock Development. Special Guest of Honor, Muhammad Idris, Minister of Information and National Orientation. Royal Father of the Day, His Highness Mala Ahmed Nuhu Bamali, Emir of Zazzau. Chief Host, His Excellency Malam Ubasani, the Executive Governor, Kaduna State. Host, Malam Salihu Abdul Hamid Dembos, Director General, NTA. Dr. Muhammad Bulama, Director General, FRCN. Malam Jibril Babandachi, Director General, Voice of Nigeria. Venue, Lumana Multipurpose Center, River Close, off Jabi Road East, off Sultan Road, Kaduna. Date, 8 March 2025. Time, 9 a.m. Inshallah. For partnership or advert placement. Announcer, Organizing Committee.
Operational efficiency of the Nigerian Air Force, which has earned it a leadership role in Africa's Air Force and other international collaboration, will be solidified with the renewed commitment to capacity building and welfare of personnel. Chief of Air Staff Hassan Abubakar made this known at the inauguration of accommodation project in Lagos. Joel Popoala has the details.
The visit by the Chief of Air Staff to Lagos is symbolic as it underscores the significance of the state to the Air Force. With the state set to host the 4th African Air Forces Forum in May this year and the first ever International Air Show in December, Lagos is getting a fair share of attention and projects that will place Nigeria in a vantage position among the Committee of Nations. The inauguration of this officers' accommodation complex in GRA Ikeja by the Chief of Air Staff is expected to be a morale booster for more capabilities. The complex comprises one block of 6 two-bedroom flats and another block of 6 three-bedroom flats fully equipped.
A secure and comfortable home ensures that those who dedicate their lives to safeguarding our sovereignty can return to an environment that offers stability, dignity, and peace of mind. This, in turn, enables them to focus on their duties. We have successfully constructed several residential quarters for officers, airmen, and airwomen, as well as other barracks, welfare infrastructure across Nigerian Air Force units.
Earlier, the Air Officer commanding the Logistics Command described the gesture as another giant stride that will serve as a springboard for excellence.
The provision of this state-of-art facilities for NAV personnel in Lagos has added another page in the history of Logistics Command, as it stands in recognition of efforts and overall morale booster of personnel.
The Chief of Air Staff also inaugurated the Corporal and Below Mess as part of efforts to provide a conducive environment for efficiency. In Lagos, Joel Popoala, NTA News.
The Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, Ebonyi State Command, has commemorated the 2025 International Civil Defense Organization Day celebration with highlight of its role in the safety of lives and properties and in combating natural disasters. Caleb Ogbonna reports that the theme of the celebration is civil defense, guarantee of security for the population.
First March every year, the International Civil Defense Organization Day is celebrated globally to bring to the fore its important role in safeguarding lives and properties and commitments needed from key players to champion the cause. In the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, Ebonyi State Command, the 2025 celebration of the event, however, shifted focus to the achievements of the state commandant, Chika Francis Nnadi, who is marking 100 days in office.
The ICDO is an intergovernmental organization that aims to contribute to the development of structures, ensuring protection and assistance of populations, safeguarding properties, environment in the face of natural and man-made disasters all over the world.
Having initiated projects to aid the well-being and operational activities of personnel, such as the installation of CCTV cameras and solar lights within the command, the state government and others pledged to harness the leadership ingenuity of the state NSCDC commandant to ensure safety of lives and properties.
You are a very hard-working personality who want to do something for the place you want to represent, and you have shown that by this typical example that we are seeing here. The government of Ebonyi State have partnered with all of you, the service chiefs, all the security agencies here. One of the things I want to encourage you to achieve, sir, here is to establish mediation center for this command.
There was also a display of readiness to combat crime in Ebonyi State by the Tactical Squad of Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, which resonates with the core mandate of the Corps. In Abakaliki, Caleb Ogbonna, NTA News.
Abia State's government is unveiling a new educational program tagged Abia Fostering Reform School Transformation with the acronym Abia First as part of efforts to reform the education sector through the development of a comprehensive curriculum that prepares students for the challenges of the 21st century. Governor Alex Otti at the launch says it will focus on strategic initiatives that will drive rapid socio-economic developments in the state. Ifeoma Ndu Okolie reports.
The Abia State Transformation Educational Program is focused on strategic initiatives aimed at transforming the educational sector in the state through sustained investments in development of school infrastructure, training and retraining of teachers, as well as recruitment of quality teachers to cater for the rise in enrollment figures in our public schools. Governor Alex Otti, while inaugurating the project, said his administration recognizes the role of quality education in poverty reduction and improvement of quality of life of the citizens, adding that the state's development framework is founded on transformative power of education policy.
Never again will the government place the confidence in the educational sector, as we shall lead from the front in terms of investments in infrastructure, recruitment of the best to teach, and educate our children, and of course, personal remuneration.
The State Commissioner for Education, Goodluck Obochi, described the Abia First Initiative program as a complete reform of Abia educational sector.
Through Abia First program, we are creating an education system that is inclusive, equitable, technology-driven, and future-ready.
Development partners, including UNESCO, the World Bank, and the British Council, commended Governor Alex Otti's efforts and reaffirmed their commitment to supporting and partnering with Abia for enhanced educational programs. With the launch of Abia First Initiative, Abia is poised to become a model for educational excellence in Nigeria. In Umuahia, Ifeoma Ndu-Okolie, NTA News.
The head of service of the Federation, Dame Didi Wilson-Jack, is urging civil servants in Bayelsa State to maximize the expected conducive working environment of the 9-story new State Secretariat complex to be professionally dedicated to duty. The head of service stated this at a groundbreaking and foundation laying of the Bayelsa State new Secretariat complex in Yenagoa. Timipre O'Hare completes the story.
Performing the symbolic groundbreaking and foundation laying of the 9-story Secretariat complex in Yenagoa by the head of Federal Civil Service, Dame Didi Wilson-Jack, acknowledged that it will provide conducive workplace for civil servants and significantly enhance interagency coordination, foster institutional memory, and improve service delivery to the people of Bayelsa State. She appreciated the government for its infrastructural development and enjoys civil servants to embrace continuous learning and build a civil service that is genuinely committed to renewed dedication to duty.
This new edifice will be more than just a workplace. It will be a platform for renewed dedication to duty, professionalism, and innovation. I encourage you to embrace continuous learning, uphold the highest ethical standards, and be proactive in ensuring that the civil service remains a pillar of good governance and development in Bayelsa State.
Governor of Bayelsa State, Doye Dewey, says the 9-story office complex was in response to civil servants' requests for improved office spaces to address overcrowding and enhance operational efficiency. The governor called on civil servants to be punctual and committed to work and ensure that government programs and policies are executed timely for the benefit of the people.
I can assure you, the contractors, that funding will not be a problem in this project. 50% of the cost of this project is already going to be with the contractor. So this is one project that we believe that the timeline will never change.
The 46 billion naira Secretariat complex with the state-of-the-art facility is expected to be completed in 24 months.
Upon completion of this landmark project, it is expected not only to improve the conditions of workers, but also add to the aesthetics of Bayelsa State. In Yenagoa, Timinepri, Ohia, NTA News.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has paid a glowing tribute to the late founding president of the Republic of Namibia, Dr. Sam Shah, represented by Vice President Kashim Shettima, noted that Dr. Njoma's demise is not an exit from space and time, but a wake of his immortality in the minds of Africans. VP Shettima, in the company of several African heads of government, joined President Nangolo Mbumba of Namibia at a state burial where he paid Nigeria's last respect on behalf of President Tinubu to the late Njoma. President Tinubu praised Njoma's leadership beyond independence, noting that he built Namibia from the ashes of occupation and ruled selflessly for his people. He reassured the people of Namibia of Nigeria's solidarity, asserting that the struggle that united both countries has become the foundation of an unbreakable friendship. The late Njoma, a revered figure who led his country to gain independence and steered the nation on the path towards democracy and stability, passed away on February 8, 2025, at the age of 95 at a hospital in Windhoek, where he had been confined for weeks due to an illness. We end the news here. Thanks for being there. I'm Comfort Fashim.